today we are going to be finishing up all the side stories for DDLC Plus. As you can see, I have already unlocked all of them. That's my phone going off. So we'll be doing these in order till we finish them all. I don't know how long it's going to take. I guess we shall see.
You're expecting me to be the last person to join, didn't you?
Oh no, I wasn't expecting anyone to join. I just joined a random party so I could stream. Yeah. Alright, let's begin understanding.
So yeah, I just got kicked out. Because I was not talking the whole time. I was wanting somebody to talk. And I think you know who that should be.
Give me a second to close my window. There's gonna be a lot of fireworks going on.
Mate, my window is barely open and you can still hear the fireworks. Hello, Chuck. Hello.
Alright.
So, Creeper, I wouldn't count this as a Brazil, but it's 7-0 right now. I don't know how to feel about that.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I didn't want anyone to join the party. I picked the wrong party to join. You know, I kind of want to just read this, so I wasn't expecting anyone to join. The club... Oh, so we leave off where we last started. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door is halfway open, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuous... Wait. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true, the girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the club in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on the desk, she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door and continues standing against the wall, avoiding any eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica and this is Sayori. And we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far. But, what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Oh. Oops. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Uh-huh. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Hang on, let me turn something down. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby table and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri.
Hello.
Hello. Happy 4th of July. I know this is kind of a weird game to be streaming on the 4th of July, but I really want to get it done. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool.
I'm not going to ask why you left the party, but happy 4th of July.
I left the party because I wanted to read, and I couldn't do that with you talking about Rocket League. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Ah, I can't say that I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books. I won't mind.
Oh, makes tons of sense now.
You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. Oops. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into him, so they must be great. I am so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri, quick back. I'll go get them for you. You'll probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, like, no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. But that's probably a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but... what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. Ahaha, what the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning about what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrator stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I'll do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her fingers against the daunting chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, contained by the sort of time combined with her short time gone, indicates she must have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought... Excuse me, I just got up. The book Yuri brought for her is just about equal to size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there's probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously injects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori.
I just
Yuri
loaded
isn't
up the
looking.
PlayStation to watch your stream, so yeah.
Oh. From across the room, oh, I read that. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances at her room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide to join the literature club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica came into the classroom and put a flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. But I decided that was probably irrational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt bad for interrupting you, and I just, walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things in the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of people at once. So it's actually amazing that it was just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interest with others before, so it's hard to find others who... It's so hard to find others who are interested in the same thing I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like, genres? I don't know, just anything. Even if it's not literature. Oh, just things that you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I tell you something I'm into, and then you could tell me something that you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay, well... I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorative things, like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off to last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just... So I have to share something I'm into, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck with me for now. Am not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There. Now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after getting cut off. I like going into the woods or just the park. Or to the park. Just places where you can walk and sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. It's nice to kind of remove yourself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school on weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow. The end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up things for today. So, are you two gonna get started on that book next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collected her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waved to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. Don't... I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know, and it made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting a book with our next club meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seemed like everyone had their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. So I don't know if I'm going to end, I don't know if I'm gonna finish, you know, like 4 in-game days, 2 for part 1, 2 for part 2. So I might try to get all of them done, but we'll see. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. She opens the door. Yuri in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Huh? Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. That was so inconsiderate of me.
I'm not going to ask why you left the party, but happy 4th of July. Oh, makes tons of sense now. I just loaded up the PlayStation to watch your stream, so yeah.
I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you don't have to do any... You didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because... I know you were just humoring me anyways. In retrospect, I'm rather oblivious that no one... It's rather oblivious that no one was truly interested. But... if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided to join the club, so you don't have to try to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have been working on the recruitment stuff mostly, so it just sounded like something fun we could do together, reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyways? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Ah, it's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Alright, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a sheet of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just taking notes. Notes? I mean, yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head, but thinking about it, she decides it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accurate as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't help but hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things that I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evidence enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No. Sayori rubs her shoulders against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyways, would you like to get started? Okay. After a minor diversion between them, the two of them get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to slowly guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. So I've been pausing, I'm trying to catch up with what I'm reading, and it's not really working. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently, I think I said that right, guides her through it in any way such that it's fun to follow along. I was reading so fast earlier, and now I've just slowed down. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do you come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just putting down the feelings that come out of my head, you know? But there must be some planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written work, like poetry and folk song. No way! Uh-huh. Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realized it's the first time she has heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyways, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I wish I had that pride. I see. Sayori jolts Yuri is patient in her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kinda glad that you're patient because I need it sometimes. A lot of the times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of context. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori begins to speak up. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. And these footnotes. A lot of the dialogue has culture references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expression has been reversed. Sayori easily navigating the social situation and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnas is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. By the way, someone's temple is their head. For anyone who isn't aware and is... Okay, moving on. I'm not gonna finish that statement. She began to understand the value in the notes, as she's finding herself referring to... Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. It takes me so long to read and understand things. It makes me feel quite dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best. So I can see it in the way you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow, but I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left her books here, right? Unless she just forgot to take them with her. Ugh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Oh? I unlocked some new pictures. I unlocked Yuri. I think that's it. Yep. Understanding Part 2. Let's go. I really don't know if anyone can see my stream or not because my stream is lagging behind. No, it's good. For the first time, Sayori is first entered the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at the desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with herself. Self-what? Deprecautioning? Thoughts. I'm gonna guess that's self-deprecautioning thoughts. Every time noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation for Yuri's arrival. Minutes passed, and nobody's entered the club room. Not Yuri, or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside of the club room, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She's inside the club room through the window and then looks away. Actually, it was just... with club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Sayori's sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica was worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself in whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I'd have to make some copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? I'm sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on our flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. I'm really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's... Ugh, sorry, my throat's dry. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes into the club will just have the same interest as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working, and I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing her into it. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence and Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think that you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcomed. If it's important to that... If it's important to that... Okay, I read that right. Then you could tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcomed. Too welcomed, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. I feel so wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyways. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay, Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I didn't understand that word, but I kind of see where Yuri's coming from, because that was kind of me in high school and in middle school. Kind of weird, actually. I could talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm not good with people. I can't help it. So I feel like whenever I'm confronting a new social situation, I'm either ignored, or made fun of, or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. What? Hold on. You're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me, or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed her into. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Yuri looked at Monica. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further embracing that matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay that different people have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too, but good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for any of this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again, then looks like she wanted to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. Just for a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monica finish replacing old flyers with new ones. More accurate, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never gonna feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri stands at the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just gonna wait outside, are you? I could take a walk, if you want me to get you a coffee or something. Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, so please don't worry about it. Although, I suppose that one downside to reading here in the club rather than home, I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use it like an electric kettle to heat up the water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Sayori waves to Monica, or Monica waves to Yuri. I got the complete wrong names there. And then turns around to depart down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety that lasts at the task before it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers. Her words suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter. But I got through most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentions, categories, and even coloring codes. As Yuri sees this, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid that you were getting disappointed in me, so I was trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please, stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So, if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself into these situations where I'm afraid to... where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, that's okay, just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you really like... I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can get any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrapping around from behind her. It's okay. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gestures. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that things you're feeling in your head are different from things that you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. And so I'll give you as much time as you need. And when you're ready, just tell me your feelings. And we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, and then speaks while steadying her voice. I think I've gotten used to people being weirded out by me, and it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that I finally had my chance to make friends through my interest, because my interests are the only thing I know how to talk about. It's all I've got going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessed in front of other people, I feel like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to... Oh, I just hit my controller. How am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thought, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. This fucking music. Sayori Sorry, I was trying to remove the text box so you guys could see the image, but it wouldn't let me. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while I was reading. Wait, what? I didn't just... While we were reading. Okay, that makes more sense. So, I'll help you with the thing you need too. But, I feel like it would just be frustrating for you, with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying that while we were reading, I was so afraid that you'd be frustrated with me. But, I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my rational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about other people's feelings. We're all kinda weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different. We have different interests. Like about books. I'm reading it because I want to, I promise. That's what I want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to make that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we don't try them first, right? Okay, guys, give me a second. Someone else. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reason that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart. I want it to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to evaporate through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but it was awful taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri tension relaxed. For once, she feels okay with just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed with other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Aww. Well then. Based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose you wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest with me. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though. So we'll just see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kinda nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monika's back. I haven't seen you, like, at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monika. Ah. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monika. Oh yeah, Yuri. It might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a hug monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity in the literature club. Ah, about that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interest. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Wow. And there is Understanding Part 2. Oh, look at that cover art. Oh, that's cute. Did I unlock anything else? Unlock that. I think that's about it. And I unlocked some more music. I really wish I could see which music I unlocked. Not that one. Not that one. Give me a second. Yep, there it is. I think it's this one. And this one. So these are the 2 new ones I unlocked. Oh, 3 new ones I unlocked. Alright, let's get... Before we get into the next story, please give me a minute. I do have to get something to drink, because all this reading is making my throat hurt. So I will be right back, and we will start the next story.
In taking my phone with me, lol.
Okay, I'm back. Let's get into Respect, Part 1. It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond with the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the clubroom door opening. And a girl walks in that none of them have seen before. Hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club, so it's really exciting to see new faces. This music. It's really upbeat. I already read that. Yeah. Come sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palm onto it. Oh, Yuri can make some tea. You can make some tea. Ah. Yuri looks at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound that bad after all. Okay, so how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay, well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally from the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started a literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have a vibe? I have what vibe? Oh, you know, like... Never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult! The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. My favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Woo, let's get ice cream. Cookie dough? Or maybe chocolate? It's cookie dough. And Monica's is probably vanilla. What the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill in here. Do you just hang out, or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet. Since we only have 3 members, so we kind of loosely spend our time doing stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with, like, some more structured club activities. It's been a while now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like to get the club into? Well, I guess I'm into literature. Well, I like manga. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. Like, after all, I've been doing this, Yuri returns to her desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, then you just don't understand nonce? I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyways, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? I mean, I guess you can consider the literal definition of literature then, technically. I get it, look. I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep my manga in here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to. That's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it, like, crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker, If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence. Save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Ugh, I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she has, like, no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it's kind of oblivious. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah, wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking into literature. Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so... Does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. I'm just fishing for a compliment. I know, but still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I'm really gonna start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly the 3 of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Sayori stands up, walks over to the door, and then opens it. Thank you. Carrying 3 boxes is presumably manga. Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before bending over to drop the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement. While catching her breath, Natsuki responds, "There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them." Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complicated. It seems like things are going to finally starting to get more... Wait, I read the entire sentence wrong. It seems that things are finally going to start getting more serious. At the next club meeting, Monica is first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile, and then Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Need help? No, I've got it. Monica awkwardly tries to start some conversation but fails. Curiously, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with colors of cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there? I can't reach it up there. It would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but Monica sighs. The teachers are going to ask, what's this manga doing in here? And I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So, Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. What's this kind of tension? It feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks has been sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon. Sayori spins into the club. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Sayori bandwishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Ooh, that's so pretty. Sayori trots over to the closet. The colorful shelf catches her eyes. Which one do I start with? Well, you could start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way, I saved up all my luck to find that money. If you want the entry into my kingdom, you need to pay tax, peasant. Boo. Sayori, defeated, unwraps the cookie and breaks out a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the classroom. Monica glances at her with fleeting eyes. Yuri takes a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should start to go over some potential club activities and see which one we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas on my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, we've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else? Well, maybe. Something tells me that Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling and even consider each other's interest. Maybe we could try to come up with something else that everyone could enjoy equally. You know, like we could vote on a book to read, or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests, rather than just stick with the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever club activities you want? Well, yeah, but it doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but, Monica's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent with her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, then why should Monica have to yield at Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure you don't have any other literature interest you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, it's just... Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. but I really would have appreciated you being more upfront with me. Okay, I think you're jumping to conclusion here, but feel free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monika a quick glance before walking straight out of the room. Oh no! Sayori runs after her, just leaving Monika and Yuri. For a second time today, Monika slumps down into a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's making me feel this way. Monika looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for a small club she could find, so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good with these things. Monika sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's wrong to not enforce the club's vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion in literature, or at least develop it. Maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monika sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, well, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I just kind of voicing my frustration. I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh, why is it the hardest to be rational during times when you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even sorting it for her should make her completely in debt to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Is it kind of harsh to say that it's ridiculous and has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything to avoid associating it with the club. So I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her confrontations with Natsuki, a realization sets in. You may be right. I mean, if it was just anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monika walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for the club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monika stares, defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monika has failed to consider before now. Where is the line drawn at what's considered literature? Lost into her thought, she reaches into one of the larger boxes sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, assumed by the absurdity of the cover, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monika opens the book. And she ends up reading it. Oh, I got new mail. Paul Miner, staying focused in our goals. As a reminder to help guide our data collection, any analysis performed should be focused on answering some of these main questions. How does granting elevated access to MB affect a person's emotional state? How does granting evaluated access to the MBs affect a person's value and goals? How How does someone effectively navigate and experiment with their ability to change the contents of their VM? What is VM? I know MV is metaverse, but what is VM? How is elevated access being weaponized? Okay, that's an interesting one. What actions and values most contribute the destruction of the universe? Most importantly, how might your observations apply to our own universe? Bonus, how can we present an upper management as an operation that benefits the company? Unrelated note, whoever changed the color scheme of the desktop to pink, can you please change it back? It's unprofessional and runs the risk of drawing eyes. No, I don't think I will. And we finished side story 1. Which means we're probably going to get another picture for Monica. It's my guess. Did we unlock anything new other than that? No. And of course we unlocked the new music, but we'll check that out later. Respect, part 2. Let's go. I'm really having fun reading these. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she could find any members. Monica is usually really nice. She cares about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't one person just accept that instead of being condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. You want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you want to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome, and to be happy. So, I want to make that happen, for you. I was wondering, what is the reason you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kinda dumb. Aw, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason where everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcomed. You were to me, so... Just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snorty comments about it. Or snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what everyone else thinks, but you know, the signs of a literature club said that you could be yourself or whatever. So I decided it'd be at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say it to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't. I just wanted to tell her something she wanted to hear. Oh wait. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And I knew if she was into writing, then she would just... And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga, in favor for more of a mature thing. The two of them remain silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to room the club room, for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club's vision for her to be welcomed. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm gonna do everything I can to fix this, I promise. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria halls are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in the classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing that Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to find her during lunch so she could make amends. After searching for an extended time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature? I know that's not how you say that, but my brain can't work around how to say that. Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is friends with someone who Monica doesn't recognize. They're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah. Did you end up joining that literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? Ha, I told you she would join. Aha, come on. You know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you, I never wanted to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Ahaha, true. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah. Once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first one to buy your books. What? You're gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Ahaha, well obviously I want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you, I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention that you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They grow up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them. After the way I treated her. Ugh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already eyes on her book. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like, the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way I don't like, so I'm mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing so much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. It's just a lot on my mind. No, I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. It's just, well, Natsuki's kind of a blunt attitude, you know? And it makes me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of manga. It just made me so mad, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are people trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was just a complete realization that I was kind of doing the same thing. Just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good and passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it. But then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't. Because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. I'm so stupid. Like, I could just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure that this is a literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened, and probably just unwelcomed. Literally the opposite of what the literature club was supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori? Do you know if Sayori's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monica was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage she inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do what you think you can to get her to come to the meeting tomorrow. Oh, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Mm-hmm. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away and hides a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's gonna be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's here? Sayori picks up the manga that was resting on an adjacent... Oh, that, Natsuki probably left it out by accident. I thought she hadn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure... it was just someone else who was using the classroom then. Okay. Monica smiles at both of them, but with a wave, she exits the club room. I really shouldn't have left them out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and then that would really get awkward. Now I wonder if there's a keyboard I can borrow from the music room. The time for the next club meeting has arrived. Monica and Yuri were first to arrive.
What?
Hello, clueless chick. Happy 4th of July. How are you doing?
When was this?
When was what? When was what?
This fit. I'm new to live.
Oh. I've been streaming for about 2 hours now, I think. I've been streaming all of the DDLC Plus stories. Or at least trying to get through all of them, but my throat keeps drying up. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits, then stands up and paces around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here. Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up to greet them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits close to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. I should really get a drink of water after this. She would stand up in front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Fireworks are going off. Neighbors are setting off the fireworks. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I could definitely hear them, even with my windows closed. Each with her own struggle, her own reason to seek a vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely asserted. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the Literature Club? Realizing she was getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. The Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around, faces the chalkboard, and on it she writes manga in big letters. Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on! Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to not take you seriously when you were kind enough to show your interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is a literature club. The literature club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our own differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that, and it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So, I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb, the stuff I'm into. Monica smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eyes. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sayori, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to just like me for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyways, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. A week has passed since Natsuki has returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite literature, all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh, there was just something I wanted to show you, if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. Oh, that's cool. I know. I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about the place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed for myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself, like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just brought a bunch of manga, then I got fussy and that I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized that I had done something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can be really hard. It can get really hard to brush it off. It makes it hard to feel like I'm the problem. It makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that people would... Ugh, my throat's getting so dry I'm missing words. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monica listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish that I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself, and that's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monica takes a deep breath. The thing is, I might have read a bit of your manga. You what? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. I think I just felt like kind of an embarrassment to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you of all people were reading my manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances of that, right? You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume. I kind of picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me about I didn't read that at all. Let me go back. You have to tell me all of your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was. If I just did what I wanted, instead of always second-guessing myself. Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I realized how self-destructive and that mentality was. We shared things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I would have never have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because, you know, you just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm not really any good at it, like, at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Savage. You came back just in time.
The good memories.
Sadly, I'm not finished yet. Still got a lot more to do. I think I'm only halfway through the stories. But with how late it's getting, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it. That's all. That was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding me? You're like already a pro. I'm not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was for the club, so... yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note, because everyone brings something unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But it was, like, such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I didn't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated for not getting my way in the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt up to apologize, then you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyways, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit it was a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. I'll tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Hey! So we got this one now. We got this one. No new poems. We got this picture now. The school music room, most notably featuring a grand piano. We're still missing a lot, but that is okay. That's not the one I wanted to see. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, the song was so good. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna end the stream here, because it is getting pretty late, and next time I stream, we will stream the rest of these. We will go through balance, reflection, and self-love. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next stream. Peace out.